we've gone through fine, right? We've triangulated down to the actual person who will be making a hiring decision about us. Now let's identify what their problems are. Because we can't just go up to a hiring manager, right, and say, "Hi, I just graduated. Can you hire me?" Like, yeah, talk to our internship department. You're inexperienced, obviously, right? You don't want to come across as that. You want to come across as someone who's providing value. Like, this is who I am. I know you have this problem, and I'm uniquely qualified to solve it. So let's identify what those problems are. We talked about Alltop last time. For those of you who are new, write this website down. Alltop is a great way to get industry-level news and information because a human being actually goes out to the internet and curates it from the top blogs and news sites. Write that down. You follow your industry on Alltop for a week, you're going to have an intelligent conversation with a potential hiring manager, I guarantee it. I'm just waiting for folks to finish up writing. Okay, alltop.com. You know, the other thing to do is to look for patterns. You know, I like to do this because I believe in memes. Do you guys know what memes are? They're like thought viruses. There was a science that started and failed, which was a study of thought viruses. How thoughts can travel, and they're not really our thoughts. They're someone else's thoughts in our brain. And they try to survive like a gene survives. It's kind of fun. It's kind of cool, you know, kind of quirky. But I think they're real. And so there are memes that happen. You know, there's these waves of jokes or links to, you know, sort of like viral marketing, you know, double rainbow, that kind of stuff. It's just thoughts and dreams and clicks and interests go viral. And what can happen is that patterns emerge that you can take advantage of. So on this page that you're looking at, I just went to some of the green energy groups that I was a member of on LinkedIn, and I said, what are some commonalities between these groups? What are people talking about? Because of common, ordinary, everyday people are talking about the same things, there might be a meme. And if there's a meme, then probably my hiring manager has caught it too. And then I can clue into that, right? So it looks like wind energy seems to be, at this time, this was 2 years ago, the thing, right? And we're seeing solar companies starting to fail. So this meme picked up on that. This screenshot is 2 years old. And now we're seeing solar companies dying out and wind becoming big, right? Sometimes memes can predict where industries go. So it's a fun experiment to look for patterns when people start talking about your industry. Ask your community, right? All of you should be members of the TCU group on LinkedIn. Is anybody not? Guilty hands start rising a little bit. Yeah. Well, you should. Because access to your alumni is probably the most powerful tool you can have throughout your entire career. In fact, Rod is going to a Wharton MBA, a networking event tonight. MBAs from Wharton who live in the Dallas-Fort Worth area are getting together to support and network with each other. You're going to have TCU supporting you for your entire career. Leverage it as much as you can. Join that LinkedIn group. Because you can go up to them and ask questions, right? So this is incredible. Jamie asked, she's part of a group called Social Networking, Online Social Networking. Okay? And she said, where do I start in the world of social marketing? You know, all she's saying is, look, I'm new, I want to get into the industry, I'm looking for a job. Can anybody give me some advice? Check this out, 55 comments. How would you like to get 55 comments from experienced professionals in your industry, helping you and guiding you make decisions about where to work? Ask for help. It's okay, especially from trusted groups within your industry and within your alumni networks. Yeah? You guys comfortable with that, asking for help? Remember, the way you ask the question shows your intelligence. So ask intelligent questions. And listen to the answers. Okay. So that was identify. Right? What about reaching out to these information interview sources? How are we doing on time? Do we have the time to keep moving? Half hour. Great. So we'll have a lot of time for questions. I hope you're thinking of them. Okay. if not, we can always talk about Twitter, but I want to focus on this for as long as I can. You're doing all this research. A lot of it is going to be speculation. Here's a meme I think I picked up on. Here's a pattern going on. Here's some news articles. Here's some press releases. But you're not sure yet, are you? You're not really sure. You don't know what's going on in here, in the mind of that hiring manager. Because you only have one chance to reach out and ask for that meeting. And you want your message to be right on target. And that's why information interviewing is so powerful. Your career center encourages you to do that for a reason, right? But it's not always very comfortable to do. It is the most important thing you can do because it will help you refine your message. So reaching out to new hires is a great way to do that. New hires did what you are trying to do. They've done it. They've been there. They wrote the resume that worked. They answered the questions in a way that got them hired. They positioned themselves. They did what you aspired to do. You can talk to new hires in any organization by looking on LinkedIn the right way. Did you know that? All you do is you go to the company page of your target organization. That's why it's good to have a target organization. And you come over here to overview and click on new hires. You can also go down here to see all activity. See that? Where is it? There. See all activity, and you can filter by new hires. And you can start to talk to these guys. You can also filter by ex-employees. Okay? See that? See the filter by area right here? I told you this was a technical class. So here it is, right? Filter by. New hires. How cool is that? Recent departures. Skeletons in the closet. A friend of mine said that this saved his career. It saved his career. He got this great offer to be an executive at a company. So he's all excited, yeah. Right? So he wanted to talk to recent departures. He noticed something. 13 executives left in the last 6 months. So he's like, Right? So he calls one of these guys. And wow, the story he got made him change his mind. He said, I don't think I'm going to accept this position. As high of a level as it is in my career, I'm not going to take it because this is career suicide. Right? By doing the research, he saved his career. That company, by the way, went out of business 6 months later. That would have been a huge scar on his resume. And he avoided it by asking questions to recent departures. They're not all going to want to talk to you. In fact, I've had in my experience recent departures who said, why do you want to talk to me? I'm done with it. They're so pissed off. And that's a data point too. And you can find all of this through LinkedIn using the people search. Remember, you go down to that all activity area and you go to the filters. Okay? Remember that. And then once you've done your information interview, by the way, how are you all trained on how to do information interviews? Not so much? Here's sort of a framework that you can use for your information interviews. It's not in the slides, but I'll tell you what it is. Ask 3 questions, really. Essentially, what's working well for you? So, how's the business going? How's your career going? Start positive, Start positive. How do you think the future of the company looks? What do you like best about working there? What's going well for you? That's 1. Number 2, halfway through your information interview, ask them what's not working well for them. What are your challenges? What's the corporate culture like? What are some of the things, taboos? Does that make sense? Where are you frustrated? Where are you frustrated? And then, one of the most important questions is, who else should I talk to? Who else can provide me with some insights into this organization? Those are your 3 questions. If you can frame your information interview around those 3 questions, you'll have a lot of data. A lot of data. And then what you do, here's the cool part, this is sort of the ninja stuff. Once you're done with the information interview, you invite them to connect with you on LinkedIn. Now you have a first degree connection inside your target organization. And once you have a first degree connection, everyone else is a second degree connection. Ninja stuff.